Hello friends, and welcome back to April's Homemade. We are starting our day off with a walk after we did our chores and got dressed for the day. I needed to go to the mailbox, and so it is just a good time to get outside, get our energy going. Just a short walk before the day really gets going. I did spend a little time outside with Lauren after the walk because she gets very excited about riding her little cars, and so we kind of just have to give her a few minutes on those little cars. But thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you will subscribe if you haven't already. If you have been here a while and you're here week after week, your presence has blessed me so much, and I want to thank you for that. And now I'm gonna just walk you through a few potty training days. This method of potty training is really just what I have gathered over the years of potty training 8 of my 9 children, and it is the most practical and least stressful way in my experience. Okay, I really want to get started here just showing you my setup. I've got some diaper sacks. I've been using those for many years now. Those are great to put inside the little potty because you are going to be cleaning up a lot of messes, and that will help you be much more efficient, and it'll make your whole situation less time consuming. I have a pack of wipes, a little timer there, that's that little wolf, and I have a basket with, well, that's a magazine holder with our 3 favorite potty books in them. I put all of these, I put this little potty station basically in the middle of my house because I need to be able to still be productive in my day while potty training. Now, when you decide you want to start potty training, you want to talk to your child about it. Maybe the night before, just tell her, tomorrow we're going to work on sitting on your potty, and we're gonna go pee-pee in the potty and poo-poo in the potty, and just kind of prepare their minds for it. And then of course, when they wake up in the morning, you take them to the potty. And that's kind of why I have that little timer there, because it's fun to use it and to, you know, just start it for 5 minutes, and then they know that when it rings, they are done trying to go to the potty. And I will usually read her one of the potty books during the 5 minutes while we're waiting for some pee-pee. You want to buy like a big value pack of panties that are a little bit big for your toddler, and some soft shorts. If you put panties and shorts on them, that will actually help with the mess quite a bit when they do pee their pants, because the shorts will catch it instead of all of it going on your floor or carpet. And it's actually good for the pee to kind of stick to their legs so that they feel the discomfort of peeing in their pants. And that will help them want to go to the potty more. The other thing I was going to say is I try not to micromanage my child's bathroom time too much. You kind of have to in the beginning to some extent, but You actually want them to learn to be responsible for their bathroom needs, because if you are making them sit on the potty all day, well, of course their pee is going to fall into the toilet. But what you actually want is for them to be aware of what their body is doing. You want them to know when they need to go to the bathroom. And so that is often not achieved by making them sit on the potty all day or every 30 minutes or every hour. You do want to kind of get them into the habit of trying to go potty when they wake up, sitting on their potty for 5 minutes after breakfast. Then if you have been outside and you come in, it's time to go to the potty, or after lunch or after dinner or before bedtime. Those are kind of good times for her to use the potty. You don't want to be the one initiating them going to the potty all the time, because then they will not learn to tell you when they need to go potty. They will not learn to pay attention to their body's signals. So this is very important, and I actually see a lot of parents kind of exhausting themselves because they are just constantly taking their child to the toilet, and it is quite the burden on the family. So it doesn't have to be such a burden. When we are using the clock to dictate when they need to pee, we're actually training them not to pay attention to their body and to listen to the clock instead. And it is actually for their good that you not micromanage it too much. So focus less on the clock and more just on the daily circumstances. Just kind of let it be that after you do an activity, she sits on the toilet for a little while. And that will actually give you a lot more freedom in potty training. So keep in mind that we do not want to be pee catchers. We want to train them. We can catch a lot of pee and not actually be training our children to use the potty and to listen to their bodies. Another really good time to have them sit on the potty is when you give them a snack. Just give them a bowl of apples or a roll and let them eat it while they sit on the potty. The other thing you want to be aware of is you kind of want to keep track of your child. You don't want them to be in a room by themselves. That is often when they will go potty in their pants, is when they are alone in a room. They may even seek a room to be alone in. So you want to just not let them disappear, so that if they start to go in their pants, you can help them to the toilet. And remember that they will go potty in their pants. It cannot be avoided. In fact, it should not be completely avoided, because that is how they learn. It's how they learn what their body is doing. I also want to make sure I mention how important it is to praise your child for peeing in the potty and also for keeping their pants dry. Lauren, did you pee? Wow, good job. Ooh, you're going to bed. You did a good job going potty. Did you pee in the potty? Did you pee in the potty? Now, the other thing I wanted to tell you is that we use pull-ups for our potty training children during their naps and during the night. During the potty training process, we do not lose sleep over potty training. We do have 9 young children, and that is simply not an option for us. And I have also found that it has not interfered with them learning to go to the potty. Because I know that some parents do feel afraid that if they do put the pull-up on them during nap or nighttime that they will not learn to use the potty. That has not been the case in my experience. It has not been a problem. So you can potty train them, use the pull-ups during nap or nighttime, and then as they get a bit older, they will grow out of using a pull-up. And that may be very soon, because the sooner that they really understand what is happening in their body and they can feel when they need to use the restroom, that will help them get out of the pull-ups completely a lot faster. One thing I want you to be prepared for is a lot of times you will potty train your child and things will be going really well, and then you will experience a regression. They kind of enjoy going to the potty at first. It's fun and new, and then they learn what to do. They get in the habit of it, and then they realize that it can be somewhat inconvenient for them to go to the potty when they are in the middle of playing, and they just want to keep playing even though they need to go to the potty. And so you will have to talk to them about that and kind of get them back on track. And so I just want you to be prepared for that, because it can be really disappointing when that happens. But just be aware of it, and when it happens, just return to the basics of what you did before. Talk to them about it. And it often helps to just tell children, listen, I know that you don't want to stop playing to go to the bathroom, but you must. You need to. And it is actually a lot more difficult to clean up all the mess. You can just run to the potty real quick and then get back to your playing much faster by using the toilet and not having to clean up a ton of mess. And you want them to be involved in the cleaning process as much as possible. Just let them help you clean it up in some way so that they know that it's not just it needs to matter for them that there is a mess, and that it would be a lot better if they just use the toilet. Now, one of the best things you can do during your potty training days is get outside as much as possible. I am so happy to see a bit of green in my yard. I am definitely a spring and summer girl. I'm happy to see a little bit of leaves on this tree. Spring is approaching. And the other thing I wanted to say is the best place for your child to pee their pants is outside. So if you can do potty training outside, it will bring joy to your soul, and it will make messes a little bit easier to handle. And it will be so good for your toddler to spend time outside, to go out and pick a flower, just to keep her spirits up, because learning a new skill can be difficult for any of us. And she is growing in wisdom and maturity by learning to use the potty, and this is actually a big step for them, for these little toddlers. So, you know, the potty training days, there can be moments of difficulty, but they actually do not need to be really hard days. They can be enjoyable. Thank you for coming along with me today. If you haven't subscribed already, I hope you will, and I hope you will leave me a comment below and just tell me something that you learned in your potty training days when you were teaching your children. I'm sure it will help everyone who is starting on this journey. Again, thank you for being here, and I will see you real soon.